everyone, welcome back to Anamika Reflects. A very happy new year 2021. So I have some balloons for all of you. Happy new year 2021, and I hope this 2021 is a great year for every one of us. I know 2020 was so difficult for each one of us. It was a year nobody had thought of. I hope 2021 becomes a great year for all of us. We have loving relationships, we are abundant with gratitude, and we have good health. And talking about good health, the gift I received this new year 2021 was the COVID-19 vaccine. Received on January 7, the first dose from Pfizer. Really grateful to my hospital for administering me with the vaccine. And I just wanted to have a conversation about the vaccine because there's so much misinformation, there's so much uncertainty whether to take a vaccine, not to take a vaccine, if you do take a vaccine, what to expect. So I just thought that I would share what I know working as a frontline healthcare worker and what I've heard in the information session and my own experience of being vaccinated. So you can decide for yourself whether you want to get vaccinated, you don't want to get vaccinated. It's a personal choice. If you do choose to get vaccinated like me, what to expect? Is there a short-term side effect? What is the thing? So I just want to take you through this journey. I have even vlogged my vaccination experience where I'm in the room getting the vaccine. I'm observed for 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and see the vlog first. Hi everyone, so I'm on my way to get the COVID vaccine from Pfizer after much contemplation. I'm gonna record everything what happens if I have any side effects or anything. I am nervous, but I feel like this is the right thing to do, and the pros outweighs the cons. So yeah, let's just do this. Hello, so I'm in the room. I did all the consent forms, I was informed everything, and we're just waiting for the vaccine. Let's see how this goes. I'm doing the Pfizer one, and I'm gonna take you through the whole process. Okay, so I have my wristband and we are ready. So this is the vaccine that we're gonna try. Okay.
The vaccine.
You wanna say hi?
Hey. There we go.
Where is? Did anybody give you like a bad reaction, like freaked out? Okay.
Just loosen that arm for me.
Okay.
No. People are nervous for sure.
Yeah, it's like so many things.
Yeah, it's a lot of emotions, right?
Yeah.
I think like you said though, excitement is one of them. All right. Go. All done. Can't even see it. Gonna put a band-aid. No blood or anything, just
Okay.
to let you know.
Are we
okay?
done?
We're all done.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Nick.
You got it.
So I have my vaccination card and I'm just waiting like 15 minutes to see if I have a immediate reaction. I don't really feel anything. Nothing, like I'm normal. Let's wait 15 minutes to see if I have any reaction, and I'll let you guys know. So first of all, I'm really feeling like my prayers were answered because being a frontline worker for the last 6 months during this pandemic at a hospital, every time I had a fever, a little body ache, my brain would directly go to, oh, maybe I have COVID, you know, because I worked with 200 to 250 to 300 patients a day, and it's possible for me to get exposed because I am at a risk. And also once in a while, every weekend or during the weekdays, I work in the COVID-19 employee testing suite. So the employees who think they have COVID come to test there and they interact with me. I have been waiting for this day, and I'm so glad the vaccine is here. Thank you to all the great researchers, doctors who put in the time and effort to make this vaccine possible. Today I have like 6 questions that a lot of you asked me about the vaccine, and I'm gonna answer them looking at what I have studied, what the experts have said at my hospital, so you guys understand the process of getting vaccinated. So the first and the most important question is, how safe is this vaccine? Of course, you're inserting something into your body, and we want to make sure this is safe. According to what experts have said and the research has said, it's 95% safe. It's still not approved by FDA. That's the Food and Drug Administration, but it is approved for emergency use. It is authorized for emergency use because it's 95% effective, and it is pretty safe because a lot of us think that because this vaccine was created in less than a year, usually vaccines do take about like 4 years to be created, go through trials, so everyone's thinking maybe the quality was compromised, but no. This vaccine is created with a technology called mRNA technology, which has been used for years. When SARS pandemic hit, they had this technology. So we are using the same technology. It's only because this pandemic really made this really urgent, so all the time resources were put in one place to make this vaccine, and it is developed using the mRNA technology. So what this technology is they insert the messenger RNA into your body. The messenger RNA initiates our immune system to form a protein. So our body makes a protein. The COVID is not being inserted into us. Our body kind of responds to the mRNA and makes a protein which builds our immunity against this COVID-19 virus, and the mRNA goes away. So it's very safe, and it's recommended that you take 2 doses of it. So I took the Pfizer one on January 7. I'm gonna take the next one after 21 days. And I believe it's safe, and I went ahead with it. So the second question is, which is better, the Pfizer vaccine or Moderna? So there are 2 companies that have launched this vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine, and one is Pfizer, one is Moderna. There's other companies still undergoing trial about launching the vaccine, and there are like more than 100 companies which are going to launch the vaccine once it's approved. Right now there's Pfizer and Moderna, and both of them are equally safe. There's like differences, but nothing's significantly different that we can say, oh, Pfizer is better or Moderna is better. I took Pfizer because that's what my hospital gave me, and I was totally okay with it. And even like there are other colleagues who took Moderna and they're okay with it too, so it's not like one's better than the other. The only recommendation is, if you take the first vaccine and it's Pfizer, please take the second vaccine of the same company, that's Pfizer. If you take the first dose of Moderna, take the second dose of Moderna. So please feel free to choose either or. I think being vaccinated with either or is the main concern, not which one's better than the other. So the third question is there any side effects of the vaccine? My experience when I took the vaccine, I was completely fine. Nothing really happened. They took me to the other room to observe me for 15 minutes because if you have an allergic reaction, like extreme severe allergic reaction within the 15 minutes, they wanna push you to the ER right away. So I had no side effect. 15 minutes, I went back to work. So Thursday I was working, January 7th, and I went during my lunchtime, got vaccinated, came back, did my work perfectly fine. When I came back home, I was perfectly fine. 24 hours after the vaccine, I felt like this is the arm where I got my vaccine, like right here, and my arm was very sore. So my whole arm was in pain. I couldn't really lift anything. So for 24 hours, the only side effect that I had was my arm was sore, nothing fever or anything. But my roommate, who's also a healthcare worker, she did have some fever. She was not feeling that good. All these signs and symptoms, whether it's body ache, fever, it goes away within 1 to 3 days. So 48 hours after the vaccine, my sore arm was gone. Today, while I'm filming this, it's 72 hours after the first dose and I'm perfectly fine. So a lot of you can have minor symptoms like fever or headache, but it's set to go in like 1 to 3 days. So it's not like a side effect, it's just like a slight reaction, I would say, to the vaccine. My only suggestion is that if you're gonna take the vaccine, please take it just right before the weekend or right before you have a holiday, because if you kind of feel unwell or just like a fever or headache, you can rest. It's after 21 days when I'm gonna get my second dose, I'm gonna record how I feel, and I'm also gonna record myself throughout these 21 days to see like if I have any reaction. I feel like after the 21 days, the second dose can have a slightly stronger reaction. That's what I've heard from the doctors who kind of took it first. They just had a slight fever. They didn't have any reaction to the first dose. So my only recommendation is take it right before you have a day off so your body can get rested. And also, really importantly, after you take the vaccine, please be hydrated. Have a lot of fruits and juices, and because your body is kind of going through a transformation where it is building an immunity for a virus. So eat good food, exercise a little, but really stay hydrated. That's what my professor said. A lot of juices, that's what your body needs. So the fourth question is, if you already suffered from the COVID, do you still go ahead and take the vaccine? So if you already had COVID, there is a chance for reinfection. It's very low, but there is chances. The chances are low for reinfection because your body already has antibodies, but it's not like you're never gonna get reinfected. So it's highly suggested that you do go ahead and take the vaccine if you have suffered with COVID-19 in the past. The only people who should not take this vaccine at all is people who have a severe allergic reaction to any of the ingredients in the vaccine that you should know of. Only then you should not take the vaccine at all. So the fifth question is, how long does the immunity last after you are vaccinated? So this is still uncertain. Nobody has the answer, like it lasts for a lifetime, a month, few years. What the experts said at my hospital before I got the vaccine, there was a whole information session because we needed to be informed what we are getting into, right? So they said, like, even though you have the vaccine, you still can contract COVID. You just won't have any signs or symptoms, and you can still spread it to others. So the thing is, after we are vaccinated, right, it's still like we can spread it to others who are not vaccinated. So it's recommended we still follow all the measures. That's why we still have to wear the mask and wash our hands. The sixth question is, in the news there is this information where a new strand of COVID-19 was found in UK. So the question here is, will this vaccine protect us against the new strand of COVID-19? The experts at my hospital said yes, it will protect us against this new strand. So they encourage us to take this vaccine because it will protect us against this new strand too. So at the end, I want to say that vaccines are a gift of science. Today we don't have so many diseases like tetanus, diphtheria, mumps, measles, chickenpox, polio, because humans created vaccines. So we can never forget that. And today we have the COVID-19. So I do encourage you to go and take the vaccine. Please do read about it. And at the end of the day, it's your personal choice. Nobody's gonna make it mandatory you have to get vaccinated or anything like that. It's a total freedom of choice, but also know that whatever choice we make has consequences, not just for ourselves but for our community as well, the people we live with. So always make a wise choice. And my opinion about the vaccine is the cons, whatever the little side effects there are, and the pros, looking at the pros and the cons. The pros outweighs the cons by 1,000 folds. Like, the benefits are too big for us to look at what's the harm. So I do encourage you to go and take the vaccine. And also 5 million in the United States have gotten it. 5,000 employees at my hospital have gotten it, and nobody had a significant reaction where